What the phone? Welcome to the Fugitive Sessions at the House of David. I'm George Solmers, and I'm here with the illustrious, the one, the only, Mr. Sir Bootsy Collins.
Y'all gonna phone me up, man. Y'all gonna phone me up. I thought I was on stage.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. We came down. You know, we celebrating that thing tomorrow. You know, with the album release and everything.
Is that the only thing that's happening tomorrow?
No, it's a whole lot of things.
There's something else that's going on tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Dang. Maybe I need a drink. What else is going on?
I think there's a
October. Yeah, I know.
October 26th is a special day.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, another day younger.
One more day younger.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is just a prequel to. This is the week.
Well, y'all bringing it in, and you're bringing it in right, man. I mean, it couldn't have been no better, man. Thank y'all, man. This is,
it's our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
This is beautiful, man.
Yes.
Gosh, yeah.
So, speaking of tomorrow, we have Worldwide Funk.
Yes.
It's going to be unleashed.
Yeah.
Official. Yeah. Tell us about the record.
Oh man. Well, it had been probably about 5-6 years before I had a record out. Well, you know, album. You know, total thing. And been on the road. You know, all y'all know what the road is. You know, and you know, just banging it out. And at some point, you know, it's like, man, I need to get back in the studio, you know. Just like the setting here, you know, it screams, you know, let's just vibe.
Right.
You know, because when you come in here, you know, all you want to do is vibe and you want to get it out. You know, because when you're out there on the road, it's like, it takes a lot out of you. It gives you a lot, but it takes a lot too. And just, you know, doing it straight and not getting that studio side out, because they're two different animals, you know. And I know I love both of them, you know. Back in the day, you know, we used to you know, do the road seven days a week, and then you do the studio thing the same day.
Right.
And it's like, what, you know, it's the same, no big deal.
Right.
But you know, now after you get to be like about 16 years old, you know, it's like, you know, it's one or the other. Especially with me, because my concentration or my focus is like, you know, I mean, with the live thing, when you're out there with that, it's like you totally on that vibe.
Right.
You know? And you know, so I had to, you know, kind of break from that for a minute and get off of that to ease into the studio thing.
Right.
You know?
So you didn't spend any time on the road, hopping in the studio like old times.
Yeah, no, because it's like, here's another little story too. It's like playing bass and singing. You know, back in the day, I didn't think about it. It was like no problem. You know, I found myself thinking about singing and playing, and I couldn't do it. You know, so it's all up in there somewhere. You know, and you know, it's like it's one or the other. You know, so it's like I can't think about it. You know, I just got to do it. You know, and that goes for the road, and that goes for the studio too. It's like it ain't about thinking or pre-planning the record that I'm doing. It's like, let's see what happens. Like what y'all doing now.
Yeah.
You know,
just try and make it as organic as possible.
And you know, I needed to at least start from there. You know, to start getting that feeling and get that vibe.
Yeah.
And that's why this was so familiar to me, man. That's why I was looking all crazy when I came in.
Excuse me.
Because y'all had the vibe. Y'all had the vibe.
Allergy season in Nashville. Excuse me. I'm gonna be all over the place. It got too funky in here. So tell us, did you record it all and then have the other players come in, or
we did about, I'd say about 70 to 75% in the Bootsy rehab studio.
Mm-hmm.
And then mostly everybody, a lot of people were out on the road because, like I said, I was out too, but I had to stop. And everybody just, well, you know how everybody do every year. It's like everybody just on the road hitting it. And so the ones that that was on the road, I was just like, hey, I told you we were gonna do this. It's like, I know you're on the road, but when you get a minute, go in there and hit it.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm good.
That's what happened when that funk get up.
The funk gets up in you.
That's another thing.
Yeah, no edibles were consumed in this interview.
You talk your way out of it. I'm gonna let you have that one.
Yeah, you can let me have this one. Yeah. So now that it's out, do you plan on hitting the road heavy in the front end, or are you gonna let it marinate for a second?
Yeah, marinate for a second, because as you know, when the record stuff first comes out, people don't really know what the record is, and they love you for what you have done.
Right.
That's what they come. They come to see what you've done. And so it's so hard.
Trying to keep it all in. Yeah.
But one thing I found out, you gotta let it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it out. I'm just gonna be
as long as you let it out at that end.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, there you go. You got me sweating. You got me all like hot, nervous. I still want to say it from my chest. You know what I mean?
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah, but dang, I forgot what the heck I was saying, man. What was I talking about?
We're talking about how letting it marinate and people wanting to come see you.
Oh, yeah, because, I think that's a fight all of us have, is once you get in for whatever you're doing, whatever and the people like that, and they start loving it, then it's like, you can't do a show without doing that.
Right.
And they can care less about what's new. It's like, as long as you play that, that and that and that and that, we cool.
Right.
So they don't give you a chance. And it ain't like it's their fault. It's just, they like them songs. They like there's certain things they like,
Especially, I'm assuming that, especially you have such a catalog that even though you try and give them what they want, there's always going to be that one person that'll be like,
hey man, you didn't play so and so.
Right.
But we're so used to that. So I had to figure out, how do I, and it happened without me trying to make it happen. I had this thing with the ear, so I kind of had to go in and get this this surgery thing.
Right.
It had like a tumor on my eardrum.
Oh, it was on your eardrum.
Yeah, yeah. And I just went in for what do you call what do you call that? Routine
physical
checkup. Yeah. And went in for that, and the mug looked in my ear and said, "Wait a minute, you got something funked up on your ear here."
It's like, of course it's funky.
Right.
Of course it's funky. I'm Bootsy. Yeah.
He said, but it had to come out.
Oh, you gotta let the funk out.
Yeah, you gotta let it out. Always go back to that.
Well, I think we have somebody that is a special guest here.
Okay.
That I think we're going to bring in. Are we ready for him?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's totally quiet in here. Is this
Yeah, man, it was loud.
Bootsy, are you in here?
Oh, yeah,
It's
Bob.
quiet in here.
Come on, man.
Mr. Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray.
Here first.
Yeah.
Billy Ray.
Let's have a look at you. How are you? Where was the
He got his guitar too, man.
We're gonna get that.
Oh my goodness.
Please.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
How you doing, brother?
I'm gonna put some funk in that country.
Congratulations on the new record, man. Dude, wow, man. Woo!
You've been hitting too, man.
I've been working, man,
you
but boy, I'm so proud of you, man.
Oh man.
Worldwide Funk, man.
I'm trying to catch up with you, man.
Wow. It's out right now, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Could I just sit over there? Do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah,
You know
come
where I
on
should
and
get? How y'all doing? Y'all jamming in here?
Oh, that was.
Is it? Oh, let's show them put some funk in your country.
Yeah.
Guys, I apologize. I'm so damn left-handed. Like, I have to pack a guitar if I come somewhere, you know what I mean? Nobody has a lefty. Is anybody here a lefty?
No.
The only one, Billy.
I was born upside down.
Sound like you got a dream.
It's not good, man. Upside down and backwards. I was so close to you the other day. I was in Frankfort, Kentucky, playing at Kentucky State University. And I had so many people come up to me and go, you know my buddy Bootsy Collins. You know a bunch of people that go to Kentucky State?
Yeah.
Well, it was their alumni. And that was a big fancy. They was all in tuxedos, man. I was underdressed. And, man, they had, it was like their 12 noon. Like it was their lunch thing. And their special lunch, and they had a big fancy dinner. And they was everybody dressed up in tuxedos, and everybody knew Bootsy Collins. I never felt so important in the world, man. Everybody was
I mean, that's right across the bridge.
You go to Frankfurt a lot?
Well, we used to do a whole lot of different stuff over there.
Man, let's go together.
Hey,
Go
we
play
gotta-
Kentucky State.
We got to do it.
All right.
We gotta
Worldwide Funk. That is the new album, right?
That is the new record.
Okay, all
got it
right.
right.
I don't want to
Got
get
it
that
right
wrong.
here.
You know what? I'm so left-handed. Ain't no sense me even worrying about a tuner, right? I mean, it's probably not gonna make no difference. Limited abilities.
It's all good.
But I've actually been recording all day, Bootsy. I've turned my house into a studio.
What?
Singing Hills is my farm, and I'm just making music all the time, writing songs. I want you to come down and record there. It's really, it's special, man. I want you to come down.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you doing tonight? You're in Guitar Town now, right? Isn't it great to be in Guitar Town? People go, you're going to Bootsy's release party? I go, yeah. And they go, he's having it in Nashville? I said, yeah, where else, man? Guitar Town, man. I mean, what the fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying, man? Get the fucking guitar. How that thing, we always capoed like this. If you remember that little groove we had going, like I had a capo like here. Some would call this F, I don't know. Well, for me, again, I'm upside down. But you helped me out, but it was like, can y'all do that like that? Put some funk in your country. Put some country in your funk. Put some funk in your country. Some country in your funk. Now half of you have to go worldwide funk. Worldwide funk. Worldwide funk. Worldwide funk. Some funk questions. I read a little piece of paper in the truck that said Patty's going to ask you questions.
Really, Oscar? Where
I
you
kind of
at?
heard that too.
Yeah.
Questions? Okay, I got you.
So I'll just lean back here. What a band in here.
Aren't they incredible?
This is amazing.
I walked into this, man.
Awesome.
Happening.
Everybody should introduce themselves. Who are you? You're wonderful.
Thank you. I'm Ted Pecchio. DeMarco Johnson.
And from where?
I grew up in Atlanta,
Okay.
and I've been in Nashville for about a year and a half.
Awesome. Okay.
Well, I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found us.
Appreciate
It's a happening place, man.
It
The
is.
music and
It is.
creativity is good here.
Yeah.
I've never been happier.
Great, man. Great.
Well, I'm from Indiana originally, Midwest boy,
Okay.
and I've been here 19 years.
Wow.
10 years, man. Boy, that sounded all good. Getting
Yeah.
all twinkling over there and all.
You know what?
Wasn't that feeling good,
It's
man?
feeling great.
Both you guys
Really
feeling
good.
the ivories there. It sounded,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It felt great,
Oh
man.
man, the vibe is right.
The vibe was right.
is
There's a
right.
good spirit in this record
Yeah.
tonight. There's a good
Very
spirit
good.
here.
Yeah.
All
Very
celebrating you, Bootsy.
Oh man.
Everybody's celebrating you.
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
They got me good. The best way to be got, they got me, man. They got
Well,
me.
I gotta tell you this, man. I mean, my phone, probably like all y'all, that's your way of life, and you know when something happened and when it's not. All of a sudden, my phone just started blowing up. People I hadn't heard from in years. Are you jamming with Bootsy Collins tonight? Hey man, what do you got to do to meet Bootsy Collins? Yeah, and I got to tell you this: Don Von Tress, two-tour Vietnam veteran that wrote "Achy Breaky Heart,"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, I wrote "Some Gave All" about a Vietnam veteran that I met in 1989 up in Huntington, West Virginia. I was on US 52 driving down the
yeah.
Ohio River
Oh,
when
yeah.
that song came to me. Wow. And anyway, Don Von Tress was at my house today. We were re-recording "Some Gave All." And he's going, "What's going on? Your phone's blowing up." And I said, "I know, man." I said, "Everybody wants to know if I'm jamming with Bootsy Collins tonight." And Don Von Tress goes, "You're going to see Bootsy Collins when you leave?" And he's like, start trying to call his wife and see if he could stay and all this stuff. Man, like, Don Von Tress told me to tell you what an influence and inspiration you've been in his life. I think he said that he came to see you play bass with James Brown.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
correct? Somewhere he lived in Indiana.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And,
We was all over. We was all over that spot, man.
Man, he wanted me to tell you personally, thank you for your inspiration,
Wow.
and that you have carried on the funk with
Oh,
great
yeah.
pride. And he just said he would just wanted me to
man.
express that to you. That
Wow,
he
that's-
wants to, hoping to meet you sometime. He's
Yeah.
really you and him got a lot in common. He's got a great spirit about him that you have. Everybody can feel it. Bootsy's
Oh,
got
my
it,
gosh.
doesn't he? Like you.
Oh man.
There's a great spirit around you. You're a good man, and you got a great heart. And I know you don't talk about it all that much. I've never heard you even mention it, but I'll say, and Patty knows too, you
Yeah.
have given back so much to so many people and communities and a message of love and hope. I'm proud to call you a friend. I just want to tell you, Bootsy Collins, it's an honor, man. Dude, you're a legend, man.
Yeah.
You carried on the grace, man. You got it. So, honestly, it is.
What a way to bring in the birthday, man. I mean, come on, man. Y'all, you know, Billy, you got me, man.
Well,
you got me.
you know, as you can see, you've inspired me. A lot of people think I came up with that mullet. Look, Bootsy, this is it. My mullet was nothing more than Daniel Boone's raccoon tail. You know what I mean? And that, dude, you got it going on right now, man. That is so cool, man. That is dude, amazing.
Hey, man.
Tell me
it's-
about the new album, man. You say you got some collaborations and stuff.
Yeah,
going on?
yeah, and-
How'd that come about?
It was kind of like what we did with James Brown when, you know, like being young, 17, 18, 19, getting with James Brown. And I felt like I was working with a lot of kids anyway, or young and up and coming musicians. And it was like, why don't you just, you know, get with them, get in the studio and vibe with them and just see what happens. And so I started to do that on a song or two, and it started feeling good. I mean, I started feeling like, you know, inspiration, you know, because for a musician and a writer, you know, you gotta get those inspirations, because if you don't have the inspiration, yeah, sure, you can go in and just, you know, play and jam, but those inspirations to really get into a song or a concept is just, you know, it's so badly needed, especially nowadays.
Amen.
And it's like, you know, I mean, you got everything pulling at you. You got everything dragging you down. You know, you got all these different responsibilities. You got everything. It's not, you know, it's like all you come in this world to do is play music. I don't want to have nothing else to do with nothing else. Just play music, you know? I mean,
you could be elected president tomorrow. Bootsy Collins for president. What do you say? Come on, let's start it right now, tonight. Bootsy's running for president. Can I announce it, or you want me to hold off?
Yeah.
I'm afraid the message might. I don't want to mess up the message of the new album, so let's save that for next week.
Right.
No one will ever know. It's just
I
on the
can't
internet. Like this stuff says it's secret.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But that's what really kicked everything off. And once you feel good, you know, you start feeling good. And when you start feeling good about yourself, that's why to me, you know, no matter in my mother, what I saw in her was, no matter how bad she felt, she did for others to make them feel good. You know, and that's over and beyond the family. That's over and beyond just me and my brother and my sister. You know, she would take people in that was hurting or that had problems, difficulties. You know, and she would take people in. I always wondered, you know, who is these strange people that she's, you know, just off the, just, you know, come on, you know, you can live with us. And, you know, it's like me and my brother, you know, we sleeping together, you know, he's like 8 years older than I am. But then, you know, mama brings this chick, you know, this lady in, and we like, so it happened so much that it was like, all right, mama's at it again. And so it kind of, I guess it kind of rubbed off.
And
know?
you inherited your mother's heart, didn't you?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Nettie Lee Collins. Actually, she's from Pulaski, Tennessee.
No way.
Yeah.
Right.
Pulaski, Tennessee. Oh, I got all kind of cousins down here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the ones that was calling me. It was all your cousins. Everybody said, I'm Bootsy's cousin. I know that. I know that.
Come on,
I
man.
had some
I mean, everybody comes to the back door. They my family, man.
man.
You know, it's like, hey, man, you know, I left my guitar at home, but I play guitar, man. I'm with Bootsy. You know, they used to just let them in. You know, until they got hip. It's like, man, why is everybody with Bootsy?
Why?
Bootsy, you know what, man? Like, a lot of kids out there living the dream and chasing this, you know, crazy world. Again, that you nailed it when you say it's got to be about the feeling of the music, because there isn't anything else.
Yeah.
And when you started making this album, you knew it felt right, and I can tell just by what I feel from you now.
Yeah.
Dude, you got a good thing going on, man. This feels really good, and I can't wait for people to hear this album. It's music heals people. And our nation the world is divided right now, and I think this music can be a bridge that people can come together on and go, wow, man, Bootsy Collins is still just absolutely fabulously great.
Yeah.
You're beyond this.
But
You're
you know,
just
Billy,
amazing.
It's like, for me now, it's like seeing the twinkle in those young musicians' eyes and those young artists and young people. The same twinkle I had as a kid. I never want to throw that kid away.
You still got it right now. I see it.
Well,
in you.
and the reason,
see it. You're twinkling.
And the reason is because of the kid, you know, the young musicians, and you know, because I had gave up. To be honest, I had gave up with the music scene, because everybody was putting the instruments down. You know, that time we went through that period, and you know, it was like, wow, God, you know, and then I start hearing stuff coming out and people playing, and it's like, oh, okay. And then I start figuring out, okay, how can you get back involved into this again? How can you be inspired to do this, you know? Because once you get let down, you know, it's like, it took a lot to make me feel like I was let down, like, oh man, why should I even continue this? You know, why should I, you know, nobody's playing no more. Everything's so easy. You just pick it, you just preset that, and you don't have to work for it no more. So why, and everybody want the easy payday, so it's like, forget practice, man. Just give me stuff that's already done, and I'll put that out and make all the money in the world. And so you get blinded by that, and it's like, where are all the musicians and artists and creative people? What happened to them? It's like, Billy, it's like, we feel like it's gonna last forever, the way we were doing it. And then all of a sudden, it changed. It was changing all the time, but it was like right before our eyes, but these kids, man, I start working with, and being around, they gave me hope, and I call it spreading the hope like dope.
Spread hope like dope. Spread hope like dope. That's it, man. Spread hope like dope.
Yeah, but that's what did
funk,
it.
I say, man.
But that's what did it, man. They gave me the inspiration, and I had to give it back, because it's always a two-way thing. It takes two to make one, and that's what we tend to forget. It takes two to make one. You can't. What you look like playing with yourself, man? I don't want to be playing with myself. I want a group. I want a group to play with me. I don't want to just play with myself. But everybody gets off on that nowadays, and it's not really funny, but that's what it is. Everybody's playing with themselves. We came up. We had to play together. Somebody planted the seeds, somebody came and watered it, somebody did this, that, and all of a sudden, bam, there it is, And to me, we can't throw that away,
Amen.
We can't throw that away.
We can't throw it away. We can't throw it away, don't you? So your advice to the kids, the dreamers out there, what's the number one piece of advice you would give?
Number one piece is you got to start trying to play with each other, and know that is a concept. I mean, playing with yourself is a new concept.
Start a band.
Yeah.
Spread hope like dope, man. Start a band.
Start a band and start communicating. That's the whole thing. It's got the zombie thing going on. Which is cool. Smartphones are cool, but see, we still make dumb decisions. When you make dumb decisions, what good is an iPhone? When you walk into a music store, what do you want to see? All the instruments. Yeah. Man, look at all these instruments. But nowadays, kids go in, they see all these iPhones. It's like, which one can I get? And that's really not funny, because that's the situation it is. That's where we at.
The good news is that's what they're watching us on right now. So, hey, thanks for keep watching. Hey, watching on their iPhone. Thank you.
There's nothing wrong with the iPhone, but get a saxophone or a guitar.
That could heal. That could really bring a lot of people together. Just start a worldwide band.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
We're going to start a worldwide band tonight. We're starting a worldwide band. Oh, you know what? Let's see.
What you got?
I'm looking for my dang pick. Did you see a pick fall down somewhere?
Worldwide.
Here it is.
Oh,
Why don't we do that? You still love the blues?
Come on.
How about we end with a little bit of blues?
How can you not?
Maybe we'll just do it out of that same little thing. No, let's do it out of G. It's too fun. This is the one at K-State. This brought them to their feet. They stayed. So, the president of the school came up to the front and said, "Could you sing a gospel song?"
What?
Uh-huh. And there I was back at my home. My grandfather was a Pentecostal preacher. My dad worked in Frankfurt for 25 years. And, I wasn't expecting anybody to say that. I'm not used to going on stage at noon. I usually go on at night.
Yeah.
And this man
that
said,
put you on the
he
spot.
said, "I want to hear a gospel song." So I just said to the band, I said, Hey, what was that noise? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
that.
Somebody just cut an electronic fart. Did y'all hear that? Seriously, that's a cool.
And it cut through.
He cut through. Yeah.
I can't.
Characters behind all that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you know, see, for every action there's an opposite and equal reaction. I'm trying to introduce a gospel song, and the devil steps right in. Talking about having gas. You know what I mean? What are you doing? You getting your
My
phone?
phone died.
Here,
Yeah,
come on.
come on.
Her phone died.
This is who
Is this your son?
Yes.
Yeah, we met in the alley out there. Rolled down my window, he looks in and says, I'm Bootsy's son. I would have recognized you anywhere, man.
56, my
You got that. You got a
Oh,
handsome son, man.
He's a deep boy.
Yeah, he's a handsome. Is he an actor?
Well, he's pretty much everything.
I like to.
Yeah.
I want to do a
Videography.
character of him in our little cartoon we got
wow.
cooking. Like he
Wow.
could be. He's the young guy.
Oh, he got
know
that
what I
one.
mean?
He got that one. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh wee.
A lot of people don't know me. Bootsy and I got this thing. We talk about things that happened in the '90s, and there's this thing we wrote. Bootsy asked me how I come up with the mullet,
Yeah.
and the episode is called "Never Mow Your Grass When It's Wet." And there's a story that goes along with that. Like I'm from Appalachia,
Yeah.
and oddly, my town was called Flatwoods, Kentucky. And there wasn't a flat patch of land on it.
On it.
It was straight up and down. And my job was to mow people's grasses. If I wanted a new bicycle, grasses,
Yeah.
yeah. If I wanted a new bicycle though, like I had to work and get that.
Right.
And I learned early that if I wanted anything, I had to
You
work.
got to
for
work.
it.
That's
And,
right.
So I go out there and mow them lawns and stuff. Do that crazy stuff. But anyway, okay, back to my gospel song. With just kind of the blues out of G, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's sing. Hurry.
Thank you, Bootsy and Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Bootsy. Thank you for all this worldwide love. Woo! 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 Yeah! Thank you. Woo! Red home black goat. Start a band. Start a band.
Oh, come on.
Good night, everybody. Congratulations, Bootsy. What an honor to share this special night with you, man. So special. I'm so proud of you, man. Let's follow up on our cartoon now. Like, the time is right for that
Yeah,
thing,
it is.
man.
It really-
I've already
it
announced
really
the mullet episode, so we kind of have to do it.
Yeah.
It's funny, though. Like, we're going to follow that up.
Man, let's do it.
And let's make it
Let's
about
do it.
hope. Let's spread hope like dope. You know
Oh,
what
we
I'm
got to
saying?
do that. We got to do that. I think they're going to carry it on, too.
Watch this.
man.
Here I
And
go.
thank you
I
for
think
being
I
a
was
part. Thank you for being a part of the Fugitive sessions at the House of David.
Man, this is great. This
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Thank you so much. It's an honor being with y'all. Thank you.
Bootsy
Thank y'all
Collins.
so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
We want to thank you very much, and
Oh man.
a pre-happy birthday.
Wow, y'all did it. I mean, y'all did. Let's give y'all that, man. Y'all. No, come on now. Y'all did it. 'Cause, wow, I mean, no matter how you were feeling before you came in, when you leave, you on this spiritual high, man. You're on this spiritual high, and people need hope. I mean, we're the ones that got to get them hope, man. I mean, no matter how down we feeling and crazy we feel and all the stuff we as musicians go through, man, we got to get ourselves together because them people are counting on us. I mean, us. You know, not the president, not none of them mugs. It's us.
Right, people forget.
You know,
that
we got to feed the people, man.
We lead the culture.
You know, I mean, we got whatever you playing. It don't matter what you playing. That's what you feed people with.
Bootsy,
Yeah.
is there anything we could do to help them folks down in Puerto Rico?
Oh yeah. Patty, she got the direct contact. We actually doing
If
some
there's
stuff
anything I
now.
can do to help with you guys, to help those folks in Puerto Rico, I sure would like to do it. I
Yes.
She
thought
got
maybe
the
if we could
direct-
get Santa Claus
we
down
just
there.
started
She got
a
the
campaign
direct-
called #Remember Puerto Rico. So we just started.
When?
We did it. Was last week, right?
Well, let's
Yeah.
let's run with that right
Yeah.
now because I
Yeah.
feel
Very
really
serious.
like it's very, very serious. And I'm
Yes.
afraid
Because
the news
everybody's
cycle
gonna
is
miss
so
that.
big, it's
Everybody's
getting
missing
lost.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
The news
and we're-
cycle has
Yeah.
moved on.
We're
and it's
working with a
getting lost.
doctor that's working with refugees there. So she's the one that's hooked us up with sending packages to make sure that it gets where it's supposed to go.
I want to
And
take
she's-
Funkin' Santa Claus.
she's-
Like I want to take the Funka Claus.
Yeah.
Santa Claus down there
Yeah.
and spread some hope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh,
Like,
they need
in
it
time
so
to do it
badly.
for
Yeah.
Christmas. It's
Yes.
just next month.
Yes.
Like it's around the corner. So
Yeah.
We've
if we could
already
rally
started the
this together
campaign.
and
We've
really
already started
bring
it.
some momentum
This
to
will be
this.
powerful.
I think
Yeah.
that would be really cool, Bootsy. Would
That
you
would,
like that?
Oh, I would love it.
I-
Man. I
Remember
would
Puerto
love it,
Rico.
man. This lady came. We were
Dr. Susan.
yeah, Dr.
She's the one
Susan.
that told us.
We were doing this this
Blink
thing they
for
call Blink, where they light up, the city. And we met this lady, Dr.
Susan Hill.
Susan, and she just walked up to me and started singing opera.
Yeah.
I mean, opera, and then we didn't know her from the hole in the wall. We didn't know she was connected with Puerto Rico, or she was just there visiting, because they had to leave because of the hurricane, and so she was there for what, about a week?
For a week. And she was telling us a story about the children. No water, no food, no diapers. And she said, anything you could send, we'd appreciate it. So
Yeah.
we started talking, prayed about it, and we started #Remember Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So we did shopping, sent stuff out by DHL is the best way to send your packages. They make sure they get there.
Because that was the whole problem, was figuring out how to get it to the people for real.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
we have-
not just, somebody get it and somebody get it. I'm talking about getting it to the people. And this
#Remember Puerto Rico.
lady right out of the clear blue appeared.
She's an angel.
She's an
Yeah.
angel.
She's
Yeah.
an angel.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do is get it directly to the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's harness this hashtag.
It would be
Everybody
awesome.
harness this thing.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's see how quickly we can really do something here. I like the Santa Claus thing.
Yeah.
Santa,
I
Yeah.
love this thing.
Yeah.
Oh
you know,
my God.
Spread hope like dope. Nobody
Let's do
spreads
it.
hope like Santa
Yeah.
Claus.
Yeah.
You know
You
what
got
I mean?
that
Yeah.
right.
And if,
Champion.
That's what they need, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what they, because it is getting lost. It's totally getting lost.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
yeah. And
It's
it's
not on the
really,
news
really,
anymore.
really bad. It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
It's devastating.
bad. Yeah.
It's devastating. She said
So-
to me, she said, could you just send over bandages, adult diapers, Vaseline,
Yeah.
the simple stuff. I said, you don't want clothes or food? She said, no. She said, I go into the villages and the older people are laying in their beds, no power, no air, no nothing. And she said, if you can just send me those things, I can help them with their bed sores and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. So of course I'm gonna go get you some whatever you need.
Where does the stuff land when it gets to Puerto Rico? What would be the cargo bay or?
Well,
what?
I sent it directly to her house, the doctor.
Because she lives there.
and
She
now
lives-
She is the doctor.
she
Yeah.
is the doctor
Yeah.
that
Sounds like
goes.
the right person.
That
Oh,
goes
she
and
is,
knocks
she
on the
is.
doors,
Yeah.
and they go in. She says some people are just so glad just to see someone that cares.
Yeah.
So she's given me another address to send larger packages to make sure they get to the hospital.
If she's on the ground there, we can move on this tonight.
She's boots on the ground. She's
Ellen,
boots on
we
the
could
ground.
get Stephanie all this information and let's move on this tonight.
Yes.
Because if she's right there,
She's
that's
right there.
half
She's
the bureaucracy
right
is
there.
getting it to someone
Yeah.
that can get it
That's
to
the
someone
problem.
that needs it.
That's
We
the
got
problem.
it.
She's there and she's a doctor. Let's
We
get
got
it.
it.
to
Yeah.
her. That
Yeah.
sounds
We
like
got
a
it.
good path.
Yeah.
Yes. Miss Ellen, I'll work with you directly
Yeah.
tonight.
And I
I'll-
think
I'll
we've got
give
people
you some
here that
information.
if we can, if you have the information, we can get it on the stream tonight.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, that'd be great. If you
And
can
yeah,
help. House of David's going to do that for us. You're going
if
to.
we get, yeah,
Okay.
but we've got to get
All right,
them to
everybody.
communicate.
It's been an honor being with y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Having to making music together.
Holy Spirit is here. Wow.
What? Feels good.